Hey everyone, welcome back to my channel, it's masterbrendan. So today I'm going to talk about Pokemon Go and 7 things that I dislike about the game. Some of these are pretty obvious ones and some of them may just apply to me and a few other people, I'm not quite sure. But let's get on with this list. So the first one, which a lot of people know already, is that it drains the battery out really quickly, and that's because you need to have the game on to play the game and you can't just turn it off, otherwise you won't find the Pokemon. So if you have a power bank, then I guess it's alright, but if you're like me and you don't have a power bank, then your phone's probably gonna die pretty quickly. But apparently it can last a few hours on your phone, so I haven't played for many hours. I've only played for maybe 10 minutes or something because I haven't actually tried it outdoors yet. I've only just been using on my Wi-Fi. Yeah, it does drain your battery quite a bit. But there is a power saver mode, but I can't talk about that because I haven't tried it yet. So let's move on to number 2. My first point sort of leads to the next point, which is that you need Wi-Fi. And when you need Wi-Fi and you're walking around everywhere, and the problem with needing Wi-Fi is that you can't walk around everywhere with Wi-Fi, so you need to use data. And to use data, you need to actually have bought data to use the data. And in New Zealand, data isn't that cheap. I need to go and buy like a $19 plan just to get 1 gig. And 1 gig should last me a while. But for some people, 1 gig might not last them enough when they're using the data for other things as well, like Facebook, YouTube, stuff like that. So that's probably another downside to Pokemon Go at the moment. So if they can find a way to like reduce how much data it uses, that would be great. And of course, with the use of data, it means that power goes more quickly. And I didn't say this before, but also it uses the camera. So when you're using stuff like the camera, the GPS, and like Wi-Fi data, it really drains the battery out quickly. And my next point, which I'm not quite sure many people talk about this, but in Pokemon Go, you can't actually battle wild Pokemon. You just battle when you're at gyms. Obviously, it could just be because Pokemon Go is starting out, but it'd be nice if you can battle wild Pokemon to like gain experience and stuff. Because in your usual Pokemon games, you can battle wild Pokemon, but in Pokemon Go you can't. So it'd be cool if they actually do that in the future. So if you live in the Wop-Wops, and if you don't know what the Wop-Wops are, that's like if you live out of the general area and like, how can I explain this? Like if you live out in the outback where there's like hardly any people, hardly any like, you know, lots of people, none of that. The game will be a challenge for you because there's like Pokestops, and Pokestops you can get like eggs and Pokeballs and stuff like that, and without being in that area with Pokestops, there's basically no point in playing the game. And also there's no like Pokemon gyms if you're not in the right areas, so there's sort of no point in playing. If you want to get Pokeballs and you live out in nowhere, then I guess you need to spend your own money. That's at least what I believe at the moment. And the next point is you probably need to travel quite long distances just to catch certain types of Pokemon. And yeah, hopefully I don't need to explain this, but hopefully you can stay in your own country, but I guess if you need to go to another country, then Pokemon Go is going to be a bit hard. Now for the last points, Pokemon Go crashes so much. A lot of people talk about this, there's lots of memes everywhere on the internet, but Pokemon Go does have quite a lot of problems, which hopefully they will fix soon, like please. When you log on, sometimes it says they're experiencing issues with the server, but they can easily fix this. But there's another bug, you can log on quickly and like the screen shows up, but actually your game doesn't load. Basically it looks like you haven't started the game or anything and you can't really do anything. So they need to fix that bug. And of course they need to fix their server issues, but hopefully they'll do that in the future. And for the last point, I don't know if this applies to everyone or just me, I'm not quite sure, but almost every time I go on to Pokemon Go I need to keep logging on to my account. And for my Google account, I have that 3-step process. I need to use the code as well as my password, and also I need to type in my email address. So that's sort of annoying. It takes up, I don't know, 30 seconds or a minute of my time, which could be spent elsewhere, like catching Pokemon. If they could save your email address at least, that would save a lot of time. And if it didn't log me out every time, that would be even better. So if Pokemon Go creators and, you know, people who are updating the game can fix that, that would be really cool. So at the moment, I'm at level 4 and I haven't really gone out anywhere. I've just stayed using Wi-Fi, so I need to go and get some data and go catch some Pokemon. So let me know what Pokemon you've caught in Pokemon Go, or even if you have Pokemon Go. And yeah, I guess I'll see you guys next time in my next video, and hopefully, yeah, don't forget to and hopefully you subscribe to my channel if you haven't already, or comment or like or whatever you want to do. Check out my channel, check out my videos. Go check out Yesh or MBXD, and I'll see you guys next time in my next video. So see you guys, bye. Actually, do you realize that there wasn't a Venusaur or a Blastoise one? Oh my gosh.